have a bit of a thank you for my birthday wishes on my social media platforms. I haven't really been on anything much, to be honest. When I'm chilling out and watching films and doing a few bits and pieces, and also been around because I'm waiting for the arrival of the Prince, which didn't happen, but it did because at Trump's rally in Wisconsin, Dallas, there he asked for a hat because it was a bit blowy, bless him, and the guy that gave the hat to Trump was the security guard, Secret Service, John Gould, who we know is a character from the book, who is JFK Jr. Because if it was ordinary Secret Service, there's no way Trump would have said, "Do you know John?" The ladies love him, apparently. All the ladies love John. So he did show, but not in the fashion that people were expecting, I think. But it was still a good rally, sorry, peaceful protest, because you can't have a rally these days, you can't end up anything these days, but a peaceful protest from over here in England, if you have a peaceful protest, you still be on the field, giving you a hard time. That's going to soon be amended, I believe. Anyway, reading off of the social media bit also gave me a chance to get my memory back a little bit, have time to think and everything else. And with the news of the Queen and Prince William and the other members of whatever that photograph was, I reckon that was an old library picture, because at the moment in the UK we're coming into winter, and most of us, if we're sensible enough, wear scarves around their neck to keep our necks warm. And there's no way the Queen, at her age, would be walking with just an overcoat. You'd have something around your neck, especially if you're vulnerable to this virus. Really? Anyway, that kind of led me on to, well, that's a library picture. Then we know that Charles, doing his climate change speech in his sitting room, wherever it was, that wasn't him. This is what I meant by coming away gave me a chance to get my memory. I remember a long time ago, Princess Diana and William and Harry used to joke about an awful lot. They used to pull pranks on palace staff and anything else. And Diana's biggest prank was bringing up members of the staff and making out that she was Prince Charles, because she could impersonate Prince Charles really well. So that's what makes me think that Prince Charles is actually Princess Diana. Just putting that out there, the way that I do. I've been watching, I've watched up until my birthday on Friday, 16th, and I turned 56, which is 11, which is, and basically I watched the film 2012. Been itching to watch it for the last few days, to be honest, and the Prime Minister with a Y is saying he has to say about this solar flash that's happening, and it's all part of the big plan on that big picture out there. And But about 2012 film is about a solar climax, which is exactly the same thing. And um, I was taking notes because for some reason Wisconsin gets mentioned quite a few times. It actually becomes the new South Pole. So whether that's uh, Wisconsin where Trump was, near enough, because I know that there was a couple of churches around in the area because I done like a map search on where the rally would be held, and it looks like a little township type thing. You know, not a big town like Northamptonshire. This is like really small, so that would be a safe bet actually, because then at least you know, it was great seeing this plane come down and all the people there. Shame on the media for not giving it the wide angle lens to see the actual crowds that were there rather than just a small view with POTUS right in the middle. So, um, yeah, so it's been, yeah, a lot of it was like, don't you see the signs? And you've got Charlie Fox, the guy that's in the motorhome doing his conspiracy theories and his radio talk show and everything else. And I thought, well, we've got two Charlies that are doing kind of like that sort of thing. Not too sure which one of them is supposed to be Charlie Fox. After all, most of the films are based on near reality, if you want to put it like that. Yeah, it was also about the solar flare or solar maximus or solar climax or solar flash. The galactic alignment on the 21st of December this year as well. And people have been putting pictures of. I'm not too sure how true these are, because anybody can take a picture of a moon with a crescent and turn it around to make it look like it's a smile. But the galactic alignment coming up to 21st basically has one of the planets, as you need a sudden you're going out across the alignment of all the planets. First planet will be Mercury anyway. It had the half smile quest as you come down. So it's all about symbolism. So if you want to say that things have shifted a little bit, you know, whole shifts and everything else, then that would be a first sign. And what else did I catch up with? Yeah, neutrino particles were actually going to be microwaving the planet, so this is a doomsday scenario. But then again, some of the quotes that were in it were like, we can only take people that contribute, while the rest of the people get left to fend for themselves. No, it's all about survival of the fittest and the survival of the species, but some of the people that were in that film depicted like were total freaking arseholes anyway, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, and also the scientist that was helping other scientists, I think he was the museum curator in Paris at the Louvre, had the accident in the Pont de Albert Bridge, the same as Princess Diana, but we know that she faked it, so we know that, you know what I mean? And basically, this is supposed to happen every 640,000 years. There's a boy playing chess, which made me think of Trump and Barron. Although the little boy in the movie was actually playing proper, like, you know, not proper 3D, but 3D chess rather than 5D chess like Trump can play. Also got hand signals, President's office, President who was played by Danny Glover. On hearing that the young man, I can't remember, it was Adrian, I think his character name was Adrian. Adrian had said to the president about their, like, for the first time, like, he was wrong about the scenario that he told them about 3 or 4, 6 months, or even years before, only to be told that by Danny Glover's president character that how many times have I heard that in his office? And he goes 0. as in zero. See, there we go, zero times. Sign language, sign, and everything else. Um, yeah, they also said, don't you see the signs? And the guy that wrote the other book, I can't remember what his name is now. Saved his family, wrote apparently Farewell to Atlantis, and that's where this sort of story goes into. And what else did we have? We have 400,000 people might be saved. 1958 first participator was actually mentioned. He also mentioned Bill Gates and Murdoch and Russian billionaires. Yeah. Is that what the pink sweater is about, do you think? Or was that just for a million? Russian guy, billionaire, at the boxing ring gets the text saying start boarding procedure as well. And the liver plate was 9ZZZ935 with a California plate. Just thought, just things I've popped down and sort of put these down there. Yeah. Yeah. You had, she had the family in the house with what was a Arnie look-alike, sounded like. He was the governor at the time in the film, and he was saying like the worst is over, and then all hell broke loose with the earthquakes and everything else. So fake news, which I think a lot of being careful there. I don't really want to defame anybody or slander anybody, but some of what's put out is total pepperoni, and but I think that the fact that some of them have been a bit quiet for the last few weeks says an awful lot. Yeah, Sergeant speaks volumes. Yeah, Joshua Tree was also mentioned, and the San Andreas Fault, which we know is a little bit faulty as well. Plane taking off, the little two-engine one that Gordon was flying in. He'd only just got his pilot's license, but apparently 85 knots could get a plane that size off the ground. And but anywhere in the 80s is good, so that's good to know should I ever need to fly an aeroplane. On the cruiser, where Adrian's father is an entertainment with another one. I'm saying white by that, but I can't say, you can't say not racist. So the two guys are singing "It Ain't the End of the World," and the ship was called the Genesis. And Charlie Fox, when he was at the top of the Yellowstone volcano bit, was there waiting for it all to hit the ceiling literally, and but the guy that wrote the Farewell to Atlantis, so I've got to think what his name is, I should have written it down, but he asked Charlie where the map is, where all the billionaires are going. Yeah, and and Charlie's it's between Roswell and Marilyn Monroe, between Roswell and Marilyn Monroe. So the M and the R, RM. And Charlie Fox on in 2012 says, always says, you heard it first from Charlie. The plane that all the family went into, Gordon and his wife, who is also the former wife of the bloke that wrote Farewell to Atlantis, and his two children, because the plane was called Western Spirit. And I think that's relevant at the moment because it seems the West, in my case, America, although it's over there because that's south to me, and that's north, that's west, and that's east. So Western Spirit would be America and their patriotic cries and their support for Trump. So I found that very relevant. Yeah, I suppose he said that we need to bring people who can contribute. Well, not the billionaires and millionaires, is it really? Have they done any hard labour recently? This is also supposed to coincide with the London 30th Olympics, and it's also came out of British Columbia in 2010, and it was often, and one of the captains even said, "Well, why don't we do a lottery for the people that could be saved which I think was also um, the format for Deep Impact with oh my god, what's her name? Oh, it will come to me. Deep Impact, the asteroid comes in. I just got long blonde hair. So the lottery, the last president of the USA was also in 2012, which is what Danny Glover said, which is also something that's possibly being said about Trump at the moment. I'm not too sure, but if that's going the way that I think it's going to go, then we don't know. They also mentioned Brave New World, which I think was that Huxley book, but it's also a song in all the worlds, Jeff Wayne's All the Worlds, with David Essex and Julie Covington and Bill Lynott from Thin Lizzy. He was the preacher, Nathan, Nathaniel, no, yeah, Nathaniel. So, and the Russian plane was an Antonov 500, and the whole shift, when everything was finished and everything had settled and the water receded after all the shit hit the fan, the shift was 1.2 degrees, which makes 3. Yeah. Something my husband didn't even spot, but I knew was there, was when Danny Glover's president character was they just had the earthquake and everything that fallen is lying there, and then the water is coming in, but also is the aircraft carrier USS John F. Kennedy, CV Charlie Victor 67. 67 makes 13, so I think that was just Jeff Kennedy Senior in Washington DC, because that's where it was. A bit of a hard time. Yeah, and the Three Gorges Jack Dam was mentioned in China, which we know has got a few problems at the moment. And also, the author of the Farewell to Atlantis, his daughter, she had a fetish for hats. She always had hats. She had loads of hats. She had loads of hats. Yeah, the People's Republic of China. And Sasha, the Russian pilot, who was sort of like the secret liaison of the girl that was the girlfriend of the billionaire, Russian billionaire, if you get me, a bit confusing. But he done the ultimate sacrifice because he got them all safe, and then the big Russian plane went over, and I thought that was actually one of the saddest parts, actually, to be honest, to me, right, but that's just me. Yeah, plane was 4,578 miles off. People should think of China. Yeah, it was €1 million per person. Euros, you know, per person, and it gave you the green card. Yeah, and yeah, geneticists for the gene pool, they picked the best. Sounds a little bit like that Nazi Germany, doesn't it? Or even Bill Gates at the moment. Uh, yeah, when they all finished, and the arts had weathered the worst, and everything is settled and everything else, it was day 27 of 0 and year 1 of the new life and the new world. So I kind of like yeah, at the highest point, because at the moment the Himalayas are classed as the roof of the world, but apparently in the 2012 film Dragon Mountains in Africa, on the dragon, before the year the dragon, as I said before. So it's like Dragon Mountains, yeah, let's go to Dragon Mountains. and they have to get to the Kendrick Wood, which is um, the good one, I think, because I think Cape Horn is the one that's dangerous, if I remember rightly, when it comes to sailing ships or whatever, because of all the rocks and everything else that's in the water down there. But yeah, it's been kind of like I just wanted to focus on 2012 and Princess Diana impersonating Prince Charles because she was notorious for it, and apparently she was really good at it. So I'm going to put that out there because I think Princess Diana is currently masquerading on the TV anyway as Prince Charles. I know the 1740s down, well, it is over here in the UK. We've just got the picture of the planet Earth round and where we go when we go all on it. So I think everything that was UK related is now finished. I don't know if I can still get onto it or not. I haven't tried. I just wanted to get a break from everything that was going on and just have a bit of me time, which I've done. Depends if it's a disaster movie. I mean, hubby picked the wrong week to take off work because he doesn't get paid until tomorrow, so we couldn't go anywhere anyway. So it was a case of like, well, okay, let's just stay at home, shall we? And not do anything, which is what I've been doing for the last 5 years. It's not changing the routine, is there? But at the moment, we've got the sun coming out, which is nice because it was out this morning. I had breakfast and then it went back in again, and it was a bit cloudy. I thought it was going to rain, to be honest, but it's turned out nice. I'm waiting for a visitor. Should be about the next hour or so, so I've got to jump on here and just say thank you for my birthday wishes. I could jump on my social medias and thank every single one of you personally for typing, but I just like the new format of not having to type, just talking, and then that way you can see me and you can hear me, because words can be put into the wrong context if people don't read it right, especially with punctuation. Sounds like you're not taking the breath out of the time. But yeah, I just thought I'd jump on here, say hello, say thank you, tell you about the film and its relation to current times, because the Mayan says about 2012, in 2012, but we know that the calendars have been manipulated over centuries. I think we're using the Gregorian calendar at the moment, but there was the Julius Caesar one, or it might be the other way around, but I know that October is 8, so, but it's the 10th month. So you know that something's been shifted for 2 months. September is 7, so you know that things have been messed about with. And there was speculation that 2012 is actually 2020. So this solar flash that is on the big jigsaw puzzle of everything that's going on makes me think that it's happening 21st of December, my brother's birthday. So I'm just going to wait and see. But the Prince Charles and Princess Diana and her impersonating him, I thought it was like, oh my god, maybe that's what Charlie Ward meant by he is really a she. Because I thought so funny, it can't be that particular production team, the Mahonies and the Dee Dawsons and the Charlie Wards and Dave Vickers and everybody else. Oh yeah, and the Hemington with a 1M, which with the story of Joseph Beverly Hallett would lead me to believe that that was all fake and it's fake story, so that would be a kind of representation of the false media that we get currently with what's on TV, because I don't watch TV, I don't listen to the news. There is that aspect because they're there to show to show two realities, show two timelines, which is what we're living through at the moment. You know, you've got the ones that are the vast squares that are watching everything on TV and believing everything that comes from there, and then you've got the ones that are more awake, know biologically that catching a virus is impossible. I'm waiting for me to get stuck off of this, but someone's watching me, but I don't know who it is because I've not said hello to me, so I wonder if it's June again or whether it's somebody else. But I said say hi, but no one's saying hi, nothing new. But basically, things are happening around the country. I've heard that a few cities have served their councils. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Serve their councils. Anyone that's found to be corrupt or involved with what's really been going on that Trump has been sorting out, then they won't be about for much longer. In my county of Northamptonshire, I know we've got Michael Ellis, Conservative, and Andrea Leadsom, Conservative. Michael's for the north, Andrea's for the south. I'm in the north, so Michael Ellis is my MP. Both Brexiteers, so they've got nothing to worry about, as far as I'm concerned. Like, they both went for Brexit, they both wanted Brexit, and that was what most of the country wanted in the Conservative Party. We had to get them mainly Brexit. So Andrea and Michael are both Brexiteers. They've been a bit quiet. I haven't really heard anything from anybody, to be honest, politically, apart from Bojo and Matt Hancock and the London Mayor, who really needs locking up. Really needs locking up. The man has destroyed London. Then again, it's all part of the agenda anyway. Yeah, destroy the capitals, destroy everything that people have built for, well, since the Great Fire of London. I mean, you know, we've gone through they went through the plague. I wasn't personally there, but they went through the plague. They went through the fire that kind of like cleansed London of the plague. Not that I'm recommending anybody go out and set fires to anything at the moment to try and get rid, because it's not a virus. You can't catch a virus. You can't catch a virus. You know, you can catch a cold. You can catch a cold. But you can't catch a virus. And there's a lot of people out there who are still wearing masks. Didn't go to the car boot at the weekend. Back of money. It was a case of like, that's all right, just chill out. Usually we enjoy going for walks on the fields and doing the car booting, but not this time. We kept a magnum money to go anywhere. And it's always next week, I suppose. But normally when I go car booting, there's plenty of people wearing masks on the field. And I'm sick to myself, like, really. They were born with brains, but I think they're losing through the education system. That's quite obvious. Yeah. Yes. Get them at school and then de-educate them because they don't learn anything. Half of them can't even put one and one together. Most of them can't even string a sentence together with proper punctuation. So, I had a level. It was CSE level 2, CSE, shows you my age, CSE level 2 in English, and in English language, no, English literature, and then a level 3 in English language, which all that meant to me was that I could write it better than I could speak it, and I'm fine with that, because written English, you know, yeah, it's a bit of a gift. So put it up on something, and I will say something or do something, especially on FB or Twitter or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I've just been a bit of a strange week. But I think everybody over in the States that was expecting the return of the prince song. um, he was there. He was there with John Gold. What more do you want? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I for one, I'm a massive, always been a massive Princess Diana fan. Um, there are two accounts on Twitter that I have followed, or I am following. One of them is blocked, so I'm just waiting for confirmation on that one because if that's her, then all well and good. But obviously, Diana's sort of got a situation, and I'm not slating John or anybody else to me, right? But both Princess Diana and John were are it's present, so you know, got to get out of the past. Are and were warned greatly by everybody in the world that had heard the name, had followed their life or whatever. Just because you know, not everybody has heard of Diana or JFK Jr. because most of them these days don't even know what a book is, let alone what a good person is. Probably said that a bit wrong, but I'm thinking on my feet here. Diana's death in '97, Thanq'S or whatever. I just remember that being enormous the world over. Like, you know, it took people weeks, months to get over it, to finally accept it because it was so unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? Well, you know. But the one thing that I do remember was when the Queen eventually came down to Kensington, to London, and did the speech. Part of the speech, she said, there are dark forces at work here. Well, that might have been the case if it had been her family that was behind it in the first place, because they are dark. I mean, whether Elizabeth's got anything to do with it, I'm not too sure. Yeah, she might be the highest ranking of the Masonic order of whatever, but I can't be certain that she had anything to do with the missing children in Canada and New Zealand. It could have been the men, for all we know. You know, they're the ones that are like, sort of thing. So, I'd hate to think that she was part of it, to be honest, because I've almost had respect for Elizabeth as the Queen. But once Diana's death, or even the way that she was treated, it was like, you can't do that. Why would you do that to people? Then again, but it's done to me. It might find my family, so my family's no different to the royals, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, pick on the one that shines the brightest light, you know, sort of thing. Most intelligent, because they can't do it themselves. They have to fuck somebody over to get where they want to get to. Do you know what I mean? Like, I had it done all my life. I'm not having it done anymore. But I'm glad that Diana was intelligent enough to actually get with people that can help her. And that was all. Get with people that can help her and get her out of there, and then begin collating all the evidence of everybody to bring to justice for crimes against children. Such horrific crimes against children. And all the robbing of people's resources in their countries. I mean, they've got enough fucking wealth already. what they want war for, you know. I'm just, I've been sat here for 12 years, can't get a job, and then I'll get stupid fucking phone calls from a number, and it's a recorded message saying that there is a arrest warrant out for tax evasion. Are you having a fucking laugh? How can I be avoiding tax when I don't fucking work? I don't fucking work, so I don't pay tax, so I'm not evading anything. But if you want to play silly fucking games, bring it on. Bring it on. People like that just piss me off. Piss me off. You know what I mean? Sad fucks. Sad fucks. I'm just having to. Anyway, yeah. So that was my week off from everything. Watched a disaster movie. Then we've got a disaster movie to actually bring you into reality when all the fairy tales are going on in the world. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm still claiming the right to post 100 because I worked out how she faked her death, how Diana faked her death. That would be big news to me, you know, because so many people are going, you what? And I said, yeah, makes perfect sense. You didn't see her getting in the car, you know, and there's no way she'd get into a car speeding, or there's no way she'd get into a car with a drunk driver. So those of you out there that think that Diana's that stupid, really need to examine your own fucking mentality. You know, women are a lot smarter than people realise, especially men. Yeah, we sit and we watch and we watch and we watch. We watch everything. We don't miss a fucking thing. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there because I'm gonna have my cappuccino and my doobie do, and I think my friend's gonna be around in a minute. So I'm gonna leave it there. Have a good day wherever you are. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll catch up with you next time. And yeah, I'm not so sure when things are gonna go crap-a-rooney. Like I said, I've got one person watching me now, so they're either white hats or they're the other ones. But bear in mind that I've had the police helicopter hovering over my house a few days ago. Yeah, anything's possible, you know. Speak the truth and you get shut down. You lie through your fucking teeth and you get everything given to you. So yeah, that about sums it up. But things are changing. Yeah, the truth always comes out, and the truth will always set you free. And as JCK said, because I was thinking along the similar lines. So JCK, yeah, I'd rather die with the truth in my heart than live a lie. Live a lie. I'd rather die with the truth, and that's how I'm going to do this right now. So have a good day. This is my truth. Stay safe.